having, instead of having like 3 loads of laundry, I only have like 2. Unless I do the towels.
Alright, so let's play some Pokemon. We've got more adventures to do. We got beat up Team Rocket.
Don't you always have to beat up Team Rocket?
Nah, they're just in Gen 1 too.
Really?
Yeah, really. And they're not very prevalent in Gen 2. Mostly just Gen 1.
It's probably because we're shown.
Yep. No, Gen 3 onward, we have a new evil group every time.
That makes sense. I just didn't think of it being that early.
So, just set
And I wonder,
Yes.
yeah. Well, I was just gonna say, I now realize why names have a limited amount of characters. Like, obviously, there's like many reasons, but like the main reason that I just realized, because so Lucky Red has a full amount of characters, and if he had one more, it would be going into the fucking his health spot.
Yeah.
McDonald's breakfast is so fucking good.
Damn. Like paragraphs.
Normally, I'll just get a sausage McMuffin.
Yeah.
But sometimes, if I'm feeling a little extra, I'll get the steak and egg bagel, no bagel, no breakfast sauce.
Huh.
Yeah, and then I get a McMuffin just by itself, no sausage. Like just the bread. And then I'll put the steak and egg and grilled onions onto the McMuffin bread. So fucking good.
At that point, you probably just get a steak McMuffin, or like a steak bagel, steak and egg bagel, and just see if bacon substitutes the bagel for a muffin, McMuffin.
So you can't do that on DoorDash.
That's true.
And I've asked them to do it in person. They charged me for the bagel meal and just gave me a sausage McMuffin.
Damn.
Yeah. You can't count on people not being dumb.
Hey, I was saying you got a rough McDonald's experience that time.
They brought back bagels?
Oh, bite. You have a dark type move. Oh.
Why did they do that?
I don't think the steak egg and the steak bagel has always been there.
I thought they got rid of bagels.
They took it away for a little bit, but they definitely brought it back.
They just brought it back apparently. Hi, Emma.
That makes sense. I'm like, they got rid of that a while ago. When they like overhauled breakfast. Like some stuff's only regional.
Yeah, now I want to get McDonald's breakfast.
I don't.
You should.
Like,
Muffin doesn't want to though, because she doesn't like McDonald's breakfast.
The burritos are fine,
Well,
but I'm not a big fan of.
I like almost everything on there. To be fair, I'm not. You know what? I don't like their breakfast, just because their pancakes are not very good.
We've got English muffins. Make breakfast.
I don't have stuff to make breakfast. I only have eggs.
got eggs and cheese.
Yeah, that's it. I wanted sausage. But the
We got
sausage I have
You-
is I need for something else.
Oh, is that what
Yeah, and you need like
told me
English
you used
muffins
hamburger
to make
helper.
the fucking.
I do have.
Same.
I actually have English muffins.
Okay.
That part I do have. I don't have like. I don't have any meats
That are.
because we have sausage, but I'm saving it for a different thing we're making.
Is that the hamburger helper that we're gonna use sausage for?
Yeah, that was what we
Okay.
said.
Alright. I forgot about that.
Hi Muffin, hi Red, hi Giuseppe. How are you?
Who says
Hi, Emma.
you?
It's Emma.
Okay. Hello.
I'm good. I'm fresh out of shower, so I'm kind of and off work, so I'm all like grogged up, but
And you're home, so
I'm all gronked up right now.
yeah.
I just ate a McDonald's breakfast sandwich, and it's so good.
you're home. You're with me.
It's true. I am home with my wife. That part is good. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back out and get McDonald's breakfast after this. I'm hungry. I don't feel like making anything. I would order it, but I would order some, but it's more expensive. I'll probably just go get it. I also live like next door to a McDonald's, so
Yeah,
Sure.
but that hasn't stopped you before.
that's
It's
true.
also
I
not
have
like-
been so lazy that I have just ordered anyway.
Yeah, it's not too expensive either. You know what I mean?
And it is like 10 minutes.
Stop
away.
talking over me. I was just talking. Why is she talking over me?
She doesn't know you're talking. That's why.
I know. Every stream. That's why I'm always like, tell her to just get on the fucking call so that she stops talking over me.
Oh, hi, Frade. Frade was the one doing all that stuff. I can't hydrate. I don't have my water bottle right now.
Where'd your water bottle
Hey,
go?
Brady.
It's in the kitchen.
Oh.
Go back. Oh my god, fitted backs in my pocket. I'm so upset how much work I had to do to put that together. It took me so many hours. I'm saying it's so short.
And I still forget what it means.
It's a reference to like some of our earliest streams. It's my turn. There's no escape. Yeah, until you
Yeah, I forgot
disable the
these
security,
things are, like-
every time you walk through
Yeah.
those, it'll set off an alarm and you have to have a fight. I guess you could use it as a way to grind if you want. 'Cause technically, you have to fight every time.
Not a bad grind strat.
No.
I'd want to like fast forward though. I'm trying not to do that on stream a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know if we go right into the next Team Rocket thing after this. I think we do. So I think we got 2 Team Rocket things to do, and then it's just Gym Leaders, Elite Four, and Champion. And then if we want to do post-game, we can do that too, but that's up to you. Or we can go straight into Emerald after that.
I'm down to do post game, but I'm also down to make that like a separate thing if we want to move on, but then also still go back to the post. You know what I mean? Or if
Oh yeah, it's not
that
a
might
bad
be
idea.
too much though.
Because I've never actually done the Gen 2 post game because I never realized you just can do it after you beat the game.
Okay, maybe we will do it because you said it is different from the first game. It's not like just the first game again.
Well, yeah, you fight all the gyms and you fight them out of order. They have updated, strong, like actual teams, and some of the gym leaders are different people.
Yeah, that feels worth it. That feels like we don't even have to split it into 2 different streams. We can just do it.
Okay. To be fair, Gen 2 is the shortest game if you don't play the post game, because post game is like supposed to be the actual end of the game.
Yeah.
Never forget, Gold, Silver, and Crystal were supposed to be it. Like that was supposed to be the end of the Pokemon franchise.
Lapsed in almost 30 years later.
Yeah, it made too much money, so they didn't end up doing that. Do not self-destruct.
Well, so long with self-destruct, dude.
So the downside about Voltorb is he will not learn any electric moves. However, I will say a good thing, funny enough, is in the next Team Rocket base, we have required fights. And they're like 6 electrodes we have to fight, and you can actually catch all of them. So,
Nice.
so if you just want to catch an electrode later, you can. I don't know what moves they have. I forget. But you can get them there too. Oh yeah, Freight has a new schedule. I forgot.
How the hell is he awake?
Oh, he's getting ready for work.
Oh. That
So he's just chilling for a few minutes before work. I also thought to update the poster I made, because I think I want to finish it, and then I think I want to commission somebody to do it to make it look, good and not drawn by me. He'll actually be weak to low kick. I need job advice. I don't know how to adult. Well, what's the advice you need? I can try and help.
Is afraid?
No, that's Emma.
Well, Emma needs job advice.
Yeah, she would know if she was actively part of your stream.
So he keeps complaining. He wants you to just jump in chat so you can hear what's happening. So you can see what's happening.
Every time I want that, personally. I do.
He says he wants that every time. He wants you to join every time. So you can...
I try not to be aggressive about it, but it is a little rude sometimes when I'm in the middle of a conversation and I get interrupted. You know what I mean?
He says he keeps getting annoyed that you keep accidentally interrupting him because you don't know he's talking.
And the part that I'm trying not to be mean about it, though.
Oh, and he's trying not to be mean about it. He tries not to be pushy about it. That's why he hasn't mentioned it before.
It fills me with rage.
He fills you with rage?
It fills me with rage.
Why is that?
I don't know.
It's less aggressive than Minty. Yeah,
it doesn't really fill me
like
with
what to do for the first time having a job. All that job stuff. So what do you mean? So you're saying to get a first job, or what to do when you have one?
I know what kind of job.
Because it really depends. Yeah, it depends on the type of job. I've been in the workforce. God, since I was 17.
2012.
So, 2012. Yeah, it was 2012.
Yeah.
So 13 years.
After high school.
Both. Well, unfortunately, to get a job, I don't know how much I can help you with that, since I know you're in a different country.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know how well I can help on that end. I'm having an art job. Oh, okay. Okay, so an art job. Cool. Okay. That would depend.
So my best advice.
That would depend upon
If you're
what
in-
kind of art job it was.
Yeah, if you're doing independent stuff, I don't have a whole lot of reference for that, but my best advice for working in a building with coworkers and having bosses, the best thing you can ever do is just try your best. Just work as hard as you can. Don't cut corners. Don't be lazy. People, like bosses, love to see that you are there to do your job and not complain about it. And in America right now, there's a lot of people in the workforce that don't want to be in the workforce. They,
to be fair, we all do, but we grit and bear
right. But there's just so many young people that are like so jaded by like social media
and
thinking
old,
like, oh,
and old people.
And old people.
I've
yeah.
also dealt with definitely
like,
old people who are also very entitled in their workforce.
It's different. That's a little bit different though, because young people think that they can just do something easy to get money and that they shouldn't have to be working. Old people feel like they shouldn't have to be working because they put the work in and shouldn't have to do it anymore. Young people feel like they should already be at that point, and I'm like, no, you do have 40 years of hard work ahead of you, brother.
It's also even crazier for some old people who also feel that way, since most of them, like, in some cases, I've had people like that who just started a job.
Yeah.
And like I get you're older, but like you're still a new guy, and it's only like your first few days here. So it makes no
and
difference
I don't care
how
what you've
long
done.
you... Yeah, I don't... They and us do not care what you've done in the past. It's you are here now, and you've not been here long. That is a big thing.
Yeah.
What you've done in past
we don't even
jobs
care
mean
how
nothing.
Yeah, we don't even care how similar your past job was to this job. It wasn't
No.
this job. This job is going to be different in multiple ways. I specifically in fast food, so I was at Sonic. I'm no longer anymore. But you get people coming in from like McDonald's or Burger King saying, "Oh yeah, I know how to build burgers." No, you don't. We build our burgers very specifically at Sonic, so you need to do it the Sonic way.
Yeah, probably one of the worst. What I remember distinctly one time, Giuseppe and I and Muffin actually went out to a fast food place. It's closed now, which is not surprising. This is a Rally's, which is also known as Checkers. And we went, and it was super late at night. And Giuseppe, like, we got our food. It took a little bit. It was a whole whatever thing. But Giuseppe was so pissed about how unprofessional and lazy.
I only vaguely remember that.
And basically useless everybody working there was.
Yeah, it's
Rock,
crazy
throw,
to
roll
work
out,
with
will mess them up.
building. What?
I was just saying, rock, throw, roll out would kill that too bad.
Oh, bet. But yeah, walking into any building, any like job establishment, and like looking behind the counter and seeing people just like standing there when they should be working is annoying. It makes me feel like an old man. I'm like, hey, fucking work.
Yeah.
But also, I don't care as much when I see it happen nowadays. I'm just like, oh, it's whatever. It almost feels like the region of America we're in. I'm not gonna say what part or whatever, but
yeah, I haven't seen the more consistent work in other places, so it definitely could be just our area.
Because ever since I moved here, it just always feels like there's a lack of care or effort from like anybody at any job. Like you walk into anywhere and nothing is pristine, nothing is shiny. You know, nothing is new. Anything that's built within 5 years, it looks like shit. You know what I mean?
Definitely can, that's for sure.
And I just see it all over town, and it's sad. We have a river running through our city that no one swims in because it's basically condemned. It's so fucking polluted.
Oh yeah, that's been for so long. It's ever since I was a kid.
Yeah, well, I know our parents used to swim in it.
Oh, my parents didn't, but
my mom said that her and your dad did. So
that'd be weird. He didn't live around here until he was in his like. Until he was like 19. Until he was like 19 or something.
He was still visited, brother.
I might have.
No, he definitely did. This is where all the rest of the family was. So it's like, yeah, they'd go down to where your grandma was, but also your grandma would come up here. Same with after mom and them moved away from here when she was a kid. They still always like came back for like vacations and holidays, and like your dad and other cousins would like go down south to like be with my mom and stuff. The family used to be like uber connected, and I know it is still like pretty connected.
Somewhat.
All the older cousins are still hanging out with each other because I mean they're first cousins, whatever, it makes sense. But they used to have huge Christmases where like everyone would just give everybody
your best. Yeah, those are pretty much the standards for any form of job, really.
100%.
If you're doing an
it feels like common sense, but like it's really something that is missed these days.
Yeah. Okay, go work now. Bye, y'all. Bye, Fred.
Bye.
Also, in terms of an art job, if it's independent, it's also very different.
Yeah.
Like
I don't have a good frame of reference for like independent work.
Like, if you're doing, like, commissions and like, online, and doing your own online art stuff, that's also a very different process. That one you just kind of
I feel like
more
you
attentive.
set your own.
Yeah, you set your own schedule, and you have to be more attentive and work. Be more.
You mean attentive?
Yeah, attentive with who you're doing your work for, because a lot of that kind of work is people wanting to know, like, the whole process and how things are proceeding and all that good stuff. Also, you'll definitely have to deal with people not being patient and wanting you to do things, I guess in terms of pure art, is work on projects you might not want to work on, so it's also a good part to set a standard of what you're willing and not willing to do, too.
Oh, these sons of bitches.
That sent you back to the beginning. Well, I guess you can heal now. Damn. Like, I didn't remember that there's a portal just right back to the beginning.
That was ruthless.
That would be useful when we want to leave. Not when we're trying to get through the damn place.
No, it's totally useful.
I mean, it is. That's what I'm saying. It's very useful. It's just not useful when we want to go in.
No, it's useful. Definitely useful.
Yep.
You just go wherever.
Okay, I can walk.
I forgot. We don't. The one ones you've tripped, you don't have to do again. I forgot about that.
Which is nice. So then I am just gonna go this way again.
Set standards of what you want to do and not want to do. Yeah. So you definitely want to be very like.
That's really how you should be in life.
Yeah, but you can't always do that with most jobs, unfortunately.
Well, I'm not saying jobs. I just said life in general.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But yeah, if you're doing, like, commissions and art stuff, people will ask you to do stuff that you're probably not comfortable with, so you need to be open about your boundaries and what you're willing and not willing to work on for projects.
Yeah, especially starting out. Like I said, I don't have any experience in the art world, but I would feel like to get your foot into the door and to, like, get your name out there, you would kind of have to just, like, do as much
projects,
like, the bulk of, like, you need, like, a big portfolio, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you need to make just, like, as much art as possible and just get it out there.
And
of course, don't sacrifice your quality with your quantity, but also, like, people aren't going to see your art unless you're making the art, if that makes sense.
That's also true. Yeah, if you're also doing independent stuff, you definitely want to have a full portfolio that people can all see, and then they can know basically what frame of reference of what you can do. Because that's always important to someone who's commissioning, is they're going to want to know a good idea of what they're paying for before they pay for it, or else in some cases they might try it. Probably the biggest thing, make sure if you're going to work with someone, get commissioned, you want to make sure payment and all that stuff is squared away before you give the finished product. Because people will steal that stuff. Yeah, don't sacrifice. Not quality over quantity. Definitely more so in case of art, quality over speed. Because getting stuff out as quick as possible can be nice, but you shouldn't do that if it's going to heavily sacrifice how good it's going to be. Because that's just going to make you look bad.
Yeah, you always want the best product ever, so like quality.
You can just keep saying it.
Okay. Quality is like the top priority, and so you'll get your bulk eventually. You know what I mean? Like,
if the work is good, they will come.
Keep making it. Consistency, I think, is a better word than quantity.
Yeah, absolutely. And just Ember. He's part steel type, so he's weak to fire.
Nice. Also, so like using tattoo artists as an example, if you go into a tattoo studio, at least here in America, you can walk up to a tattoo artist and like ask them about their work or whatever, but a lot of times they'll just hand you a booklet that has all of their art in it and like a bunch of examples of like their style and what they're able to do. But even then, you can like ask for a completely custom thing, and they'll usually be able to figure it out or recommend an artist who can do it for you.
Yeah, that's all true. I've never worked with like commissions and art stuff like that, but I know several people who do commissions still now, and have told me about. And a lot of them have both gotten stuff they don't want to work on, stuff they're cool with. They've done like I think one thing you always gotta worry about is people trying to get free art. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, like Toast. Yeah, Toast does commissions, and she's done it before she even started streaming.
Talk about Toast.
Yeah, Toast did it before she started streaming, so she's been doing it for a while. And then Minty, her friend, does commissions as well. I don't remember their name.
Is that where her little icons came from?
Or gender, apparently.
No.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't remember what their gender is either. I think they're a guy.
Whoa.
But yeah, Alice,
way to assume.
It is assuming. I think, but Minty has talked about them before. Like a bunch of times.
It's just the way the world goes.
Sure.
I try not to.
I don't remember. But yeah, it's, I definitely also asked Toast. She can probably give you a oh yeah, all those black bars are wild Pokemon. Oh, you're weak to him, by the way. So be careful of people who want to free art and scams. Absolutely. He's also... Well, he's actually not weak to rock, but he's weak to ground. Because, yeah, unfortunately, especially when it comes to, like, art and streaming, people definitely try and... will try and get free stuff as much as possible. Oh God!
I should have self-destructed. I was literally thinking about self-destructing. That would have been epic if we both self-destructed.
Would have been very funny. I think he's resistant too, so it would have not killed him, and they would have self-destructed. It would have been very funny. Hey, it's Lance. You alright? Your Pokemon are hurt and tired. Oh yeah, it heals your team. That'd be cool. So, my medicine. Cool. Let's give it our best for Pokemon. I mean, he did Hyper Beam just a dude upstairs, like not even a Pokemon. He just attacked a guy.
That's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah,
like
no,
sick in that head.
That's why people like Lance, because he's actually crazy. Bro's intense. Oh no, this is the place. Yeah, see, those are the Electrodes. You catch those, or you can catch them, I suppose. But you can't go in there yet. You have to do these other battle stuff first. But that's all I can really think of when it comes to stuff like that. Because I've never worked on commissions or anything. I've mostly done like factory work and stuff like that. And then like I did a gift shop once, and I worked at a gas station for a while. Gift shop was cool. It's probably my favorite.
I don't even remember you working at a gas station, brother. What the fuck?
Yeah, I did. I worked at a Speedway. It was only for like 2 months, something like that.
I always forget about that too.
Yeah. I worked there longer than I worked at the at the gift shop. I actually worked there, but I didn't work there long.
Forget about your work history.
I've had like 8 different jobs, and yeah, they're a variety of things. I don't know what to do when someone bullies you at work. Is it like in high school or different? So that definitely depends upon the workplace. If it is like a service job, like you're bullied by a coworker, Then honestly, it can be kind of like high school.
You know what they say in a very famous song?
Which
High
one?
School never ends.
Yeah, that's right.
So the real answer is that every job has a human resources department. Every job has an HR department, and that is where you go. Sure, unless you're independent. But that is where you go if you are being bullied by a coworker. You go to a manager, or if the manager won't do it, then you go straight to HR. But like Lucky Red said, there are some jobs that suck. So like the last job I just had was a franchise, not a corporate restaurant, and so the franchise owner, his HR representative was his wife. So if you had a problem with a regular employee and went straight to her, she would go to your general manager and be like, why is your employee bothering me with this? Why aren't you dealing with this? And so then if you go to like the manager or the GM, then they'll be all like, oh, it's fine, we'll deal with it. And then they don't deal with it. And so nothing ever gets resolved that way.
Unfortunately, a very common, well, except for them being in a relationship thing, that's not as common. But unfortunately, HR departments don't often work as they should. But yes, usually you report it to just HR if it happens. Usually you'll go what they call the chain of command. You'll usually have some kind of leader or a manager or something. You report to them, and then if it doesn't change or if they can't do anything, then you go up to like HR and then manage like whole thing. Also depends upon the scale.
Yeah, HR is supposed to be like your last line of defense, basically. If you're too uncomfortable. If you're too uncomfortable to go to a manager, or if it's like your problem is with a manager, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're supposed to be able to go to HR, but
and sometimes
really doesn't
you can also
work.
Yeah, it doesn't always work, unfortunately. Sometimes it does. I have had both ends of it, both working and not working.
Yeah.
But also sometimes if you don't feel comfortable talking about it, you can usually just write up a report, because sometimes HR departments will have like paperwork that'll just be like what happened, like basically just a report on what happened. But yeah, human resource is a big part of most most companies, but depending upon what level of company, it can really depend.
It's like you're in some kind of adventure of the crystal.
Yeah, we're in Pokemon Crystal. Cerveza. One of the funniest things that actually happened ever. This makes a crystal ads. That's amazing.
Build them into the movies.
Yeah, you can't. If you can't have ads, just put them in the movie.
No, I don't think they couldn't have ads. They didn't want to have ads, so they just put the ads in the movie.
Yeah. So they just made them part of the movie. Yeah. So we didn't have to cook it for. Fantastic. And just edit it as poorly as possible. It's great. Like it's fantastic. The funniest thing is that the drink itself isn't even that good. I've heard that it's not good either. It also sucks. Isn't it just some cheap beer? I guess it's a cerveza. Is it different if it's course art teacher, the bullying thing? If it's a course art, so you're saying you'd be like an art teacher? No. Schools definitely have a school board, which usually has an HR department that you could report to if something like that happens. If it is a student doing it, then usually you have just disciplinary stuff for for students. So that happens too, but that can be that's a whole nother thing. I've never dealt with that. I've never had a teaching or that kind of position.
Yeah, I think she's saying that the teacher is being a bully.
if the teacher is bullying, then yeah, that's something you can report. Even as either a student or a fellow like teacher or what have you, or even a teacher's assistant. Yeah, if a teacher itself is bullying, then they definitely have a school board, which usually also has some form of like a disciplinary committee and an HR department of some kind. The only downside with stuff like that is sometimes it can also take a while for stuff like that to get resolved, because then they usually have to look into it, and they need to get reports done, and all this and that. And that's for any job. That's not even just would be a teacher job or another position. Like,
the best advice, and you shouldn't follow this advice, but the best advice Giuseppe Gabagool.
Okay.
Giuseppe Gabagool
best
can
advice
give
you shouldn't
you.
Listen to.
Yeah, but that's going to be my new segment. The best advice you shouldn't listen to by Giuseppe Gabagool.
Yeah. Okay.
Walk up to your bully and headbutt them right in the nose.
Yeah, absolutely don't do that.
Right in if you get them right in the nose, not only will they be disoriented and not be able to fight back, but it's also probably going to shatter their nose, and fucking just blood is going to go everywhere.
So you treat them like you do a shark. You just punch them in the nose. They stop going after you.
Yeah, but like instead of with your fist, you use your forehead.
Yeah, it's way more blunt. It'll be more effective.
Yeah, a lot more surface area.
Mm-hmm. Takes 2 passwords to get into the boss's quarters. Those passwords are known only to a few rockets. That rocket there very graciously told me so. Well, cool. Let's go get the passwords.
Is it feeling kind of laggy to you?
Here and there, yeah.
I'll restart it, see if that helps. Because what the fuck? Why are you lagging?
What to do if they bully me because I'm gay?
What?
That's still... Yeah, that's definitely something you'd report to HR. I don't know... Because I know you've explained your country's a bit extreme with that kind of stuff. So I don't know in that regard, unfortunately. Usually that would also be an HR thing, though.
I know that this isn't like a good or easy answer, but sometimes when it comes down to that, the best case scenario is actually just to get out of that situation. You know what I mean?
I want a Giuseppe advice too on that. all right, Giuseppe, what's your advice you shouldn't listen to on if someone bullies you for being gay?
Okay, the advice that you shouldn't listen to is if someone's bullying you for being gay, if they're the same gender as you, walk up and kiss them.
Yeah, I knew instantly that's where it was gonna go.
I didn't know instantly where that was gonna go.
You were trying to put it together.
Yeah, I was trying to put it together.
Yeah, you go up and you kiss them, and then you tell them they're gay now too.
Yeah, exactly. If they're not the same gender, you use AI generated Photoshop to generate a gay image of them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And post it all over the school.
Yeah.
But my genuine advice is, if you can, just like, if it's not like physically harmful to you, and it's not too mentally harmful to you, just maybe save as much money as you can and just move. You know what I mean? It's not easy. I know that that's not like the easy answer, but it is the answer for a lot of people. It's the answer that I need right now. I need to just kind of get out. A couple of my cousins, at least one of them, they need to just get out of where they're at because it's super toxic for them. You know what I mean? And so like, The answer is like, you just shouldn't be around that. And if there's no way to like fix it or stop it, you just need to get away from it. But again, that's not easy. In fact, it's like kind of really hard.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, a very complicated subject for us that are very ill-informed in the in that regard.
Some people hop on trains and never look back.
I actually knew somebody who did that.
Yeah, I met him too. He was pretty cool.
He was pretty cool. Might have been a little racist, but he was
was he racist?
More he made. He had one crazy racially intense joke, and it always stuck with me because it was pretty wild.
Sure. Yeah, that's ignorant racism for sure. That's something that I just posted about on Facebook.
Amber.
Because, so long story short, of this story, right, is that at my last job, the assistant manager there was trying to tell me that like, stop saying that people here are racist. You don't know what real racism looks like. Real racists will do anything they can to like harm other races, and then proceeds to say, yeah, I'm not racist. I have a black roommate with dreads, and I call him my... And then he says the N-word, like the soft A N-word. And then he says it a couple more times, like to my face. He's like, it's not racist when I say it because I'm not a racist. That's ignorant racism. What he was talking about was violent racism, which is also a thing.
Yeah.
But
he had some. I would say some of what he was saying, is fairly accurate, but then to go full racist afterwards does not defend that case whatsoever.
Yeah, there is no such thing as real or not real racism. It's ignorant and violent racism.
Yeah.
You're either ignorantly racist or you're violently racist.
Yeah.
And see, Emma, in that scenario of where my manager was saying the N-word to my face, I couldn't go to HR for multiple reasons. His dad was like the area manager above all of us. Mm-hmm. Also, I've heard his dad yell the hard R at the top of his lungs.
Of course.
And right after he yelled it, there was like an awkward silence, and then he said, as loud as I can, too. And I'm like, what is that supposed to even mean, guys?
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
If I had talked to the HR department about either of these two men saying the N-word, she would have then gone to both of them and been like, is this true? That's not how you handle that situation, bitch. Like, yeah, Jacob's saying this and that. Okay, now it's my ass in the grass because they're gonna come to me and be like, so you went to HR because we said the fucking N-word? Yeah, no, get me the fuck out of there. I'm so happy I quit that job.
Shit gets wild in the workforce.
Yeah. He was specifically telling me I didn't know what real racism was like because I was constantly saying there was a manager there who was a fucking Nazi because she came up to me and told me that her husband in jail had Nazi tattoos. So I'm like, oh, bitch, you're a Nazi? That's crazy. Get the fuck away from me. And so then I went around telling all the coworkers, I was like, yo, this bitch is a fucking Nazi, bro. What the fuck?
That's very funny.
And she's a recovering meth addict. Good for you that you're sober. Get your fucking toothless Nazi ass away from me. And to tell me that I don't know what real racism looks like and that she wasn't racist while like neo-Nazis are literally violent racists, like what he was talking about. Cool story, bro.
But you don't really know, though, do you? do you, though?
Fucking literally. Fucking literally. It's not even like dude was older than me. Dude's literally younger than me telling me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's wild. Why does Volty keep getting self-destructed on? When he himself has self-destruct.
That's why you gotta always be prepared for that self-destruct coming.
Honestly. Honestly.
Nutsy greater than violent racist. Yeah. Yeah, there's probably like a tier above just being a violent racist.
Yeah.
Is being full Nazi.
Yeah, those people. So there's being like racist, and then there's being like a hate group, and people like that, and like the Ku Klux Klan, the KKK. Those are just straight up hate groups, and hate groups are basically like terrorists. They perform like terrorist acts, and no, they're not terrorists like what American media would have you believe all Muslims are. I mean, like a genuine causing terror to society. Every fucking country has racists, or not racist. Every country does have racists.
No,
But every country
that's still right.
also has their own version of fucking terrorists. You know what I mean? To say that the Klan is not terrorists is ignorant. To say that the IRA are not terrorists is ignorant. You know what I mean? Like, people who go out in public and do fucking car bombings are fucking terrorists.
Wait, the IRA? It's the IRA.
Yeah. The Irish Republic.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the IRS.
That's funny. Also terrorists.
Yeah. Of course, the International Revenue Service.
Internal Revenue Service.
Yeah.
It's definitely not international.
No, that's true. It's not international. It's U.S. The Irrational Revenue Service.
Yeah, that's smart.
The Immortal Revenue Service. That's what it actually means.
Yo, what the fuck?
It's a ditto.
No, I know, but like both of our locates kept missing and shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Like that, motherfucker.
I would say his locate didn't miss.
No, there was a full spare for both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did punch me. I got his ass though. Mitch.
Yeah. Muffin, have a job advice too. If not, that's okay. Yeah, Muffin, what's your job advice?
Don't do it.
Don't say that. Not good advice.
I didn't say it was
Did she say don't work?
Yeah, she said don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I figured that's something she would say.
Yeah, I know. Don't say that.
I didn't want to be mean, but I almost said the same fucking
I
thing.
don't know what I could add.
But if she's joking about it, yeah, Muffin doesn't work.
Yeah, she doesn't have a job right now. For now.
When was the last time she had a job?
Was the last time she had a job?
Don't make me throw this
Like
weight at you.
3 years ago?
Jesus. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry for you. We're not gonna get into this. We're not gonna get into this. I am sorry though.
But no, she does not have advice for you.
I could probably give some of these away.
Yeah. Dun,
Everybody gets a berry because my inventory is full.
oh. Protein.
All that for a fucking protein.
Oh yeah, that increases one of your Pokemon stats permanently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I probably can use some of these fucking items real quick, actually. So.
Maybe. My mom told me to get a job because money's been tight and the company might be stopped if there are not many people applying for the job. Ah. Yeah. That's definitely a situation. And it's definitely a case of, you know, what's your strengths, what you can really do, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes situations like that makes it hard to have aspirations. Like, it's very easy to get stuck into a job that you didn't ever want to get because you had to, like, help your family and shit. You know what I mean?
Basically,
Oh.
to be fair, that's not why I've had warehouse jobs forever, but that's essentially why I've had warehouse jobs forever, is because they were the jobs I could get.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was in fast food so long, is because I fucking
It was a job
was a
I
high
could
school
get.
dropout that didn't have any aspirations.
Oh, Sandler can learn Iron Tail. That's pretty good. It can help him deal with rock types, which is weak against. Iron and steel type techs are strong against him. I also don't think these count towards that item pack, though.
Probably not.
At least in Gen 2. I know it does in Gen 1, but Gen 1, everything's in one bag, in one slot.
Yeah. Chuck, chuck, chuck. He literally huck, chuck, chuck me.
He did. Chuck, 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 chuck. What are other things to be aware of while having / getting a job?
Sexual harassment in the workplace is unacceptable.
That's true. That is
And
definitely
is a fireable offense. There is more than just bullying in the workplace. You will have boys and girls come up to you and say inappropriate things. You can absolutely, at that point, go to your bosses and be like, hey, this person said something really inappropriate to me, and I feel very uncomfortable. And then at that point, people usually take care of that more so than bullying. Like, bullying is something where a boss will tell you to just kind of deal with it. If it's sexual harassment, like, sometimes cops can even get involved. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very serious thing.
Yeah.
I would say just put an application out to anywhere you feel comfortable working. But if after another like couple weeks to a month you're not hearing anything back, I would start putting applications into places that you know you didn't want to first consider, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. But yeah, that's always the first start. Throwing out just applications, applying for everywhere you can think of.
Like the last time I was jobless, I put a bunch of applications into a bunch of restaurants because that's what I know. But after like a couple weeks of not hearing back from anyone, I started putting applications into grocery stores, even though I never worked in those. Like, I gotta work somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's all I can really think of. Off the top of my head, anyway. Also, experience. Actually, another one is experience is like crazy important. Even if it's not experience for that position, experience in general is just really important.
Yeah, also willingness to just do whatever the job needs you to do. So like, say you get hired in one position, but like the building has other positions, other like stations or whatever. Yeah. Like right now where I work, there's like departments. Like there's the meat department, the bakery department, the concessions. Like everything is broken up into different departments, and I'm only in the one specific one. But if I wanted to, I could ask managers and be like, hey, can I move into another department and learn how to do that one? And now I know how to do two departments, and that's much more valuable than someone who knows only one. Now I've become an asset.
Mm-hmm. Especially happens if you become their go-to person. Then you'll pretty much always have something to do.
Yeah, something that I learned from a show I used to watch with my mom. Excuse me, sorry, that was a crazy yawn. Big Brother I used to watch with my mom, and it's like a reality show or whatever, but something someone said like really resonated with me, and it was never let people get used to the feeling of you not being around. Mm-hmm. Because then when you're going to want to be around, they're going to be like, well, we don't need you around, if that makes sense. Yeah. Always be useful. Always be able to be wanted to be around. You know what I mean? Like, be present.
Make them feel like they need you there. Because that will help you a lot in the long run. No matter what position you have.
Yeah, if the job feels like they need you there, you basically can't be fired. Like, if you ended up messing something up that could get you fired, but you're dug in as an important person, they'll, like, pull ropes and, like erase evidence and, like, you know what I mean? Like,
they will. That's very, very true. So report to a trusted person and learn more departments. Always be wanted to be around. More so be needed.
Yeah.
Because if they need you, if they need you, you'll know they'll need you because they'll keep having you do stuff.
Don't let people step over you.
Yeah, also don't let people step all over you. That'll get you to be just the person that everyone's gonna make do stuff.
That's true too. Yeah, but like, never be the person who, if someone asks for help, you say, "Oh no, that's not my job."
Yeah.
Or if someone needs you to stay a little bit late, no, my out time is this. Or the person that's always like, "Hey, actually, can I just leave a little bit early today?" Like, never be that person.
Yeah. Unless you actually do, then still do that, but try and do it very little.
Well, yeah, like, if you need to do it, then that's different. Like,
yeah.
Like, jobs don't like when you call off. Definitely don't call off as much as possible. But, like, if an emergency happens or you are sick, like, yes, call off. They will understand. Also, your country's probably a little bit different. I've heard in countries outside of America, people are allowed to sit down while they work. In America, you're not allowed to sit down while you're on the clock. They think that
most places don't.
They think that it makes you look lazy.
And they're not entirely wrong.
But people who just stand all day, like cashiers, should be allowed to sit down.
He's resistant to fighting. He's weak to rock, though. But you're weak to grass, so that'll probably kill you. Oh, no, that did nothing.
No, Leech Life sucks.
Leech Life, I forgot. That's bug. That's not grass.
That's why it sucks.
That's like Absorb in Giga. Yeah, that is why it sucks. It's bug type, but unfortunately, bug type's terrible. Needed, have a lasting impression on the job. Something like Riz. I guess, but you probably don't want your coworkers to want to Riz you up, though. I'll say that's probably not something you want.
We can say job Riz is different from regular Riz.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, so there's a professional Giuseppe and a outside of work Giuseppe.
Same.
My coworkers will never see this Giuseppe. The Giuseppe that you know, Emma, the Giuseppe that you have fun talking to. My coworkers don't know that person. Not that I'm super serious at work. I am goofy and I laugh and I play little pranks sometimes or whatever. But I am on a more professional angle for sure. I'm especially not allowed to curse anymore because I'm around a bunch of customers all the time. We also don't call them customers. We call them members because they're part of the family.
They actually are members. Yeah.
Yeah, you pay to shop at my job.
Yeah. No, I'm the quiet guy who everyone assumes just doesn't talk.
Yeah, you don't know this because they would never tell you this, but like normie people look at the people like that and call them like Columbine kids or like school shooter people.
I sure do.
Not saying that like they put that on you specifically, but being the quiet guy at work sometimes makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah, good. I want them to ignore me and just let me do my job.
Type shit. Yeah, if that's what you want, then that's what you want.
But they also, I actually do my job well, which is a rarity in my job. So that's a big part of it too.
I think I just got thief.
Did you? It's not very good, but it's dark type, I guess. No. It's very weak.
Not very good at all.
Nope, it sure ain't.
Where the fuck?
I'm the quiet person too in school who people think I don't have friends and I don't talk at all. Yeah, that's funny enough, that really wasn't me in high school. I was the person who everyone knew their name, but no, I didn't talk to anybody, so I never got how that was the case.
So in school, I was also the very quiet kid. I didn't even laugh. Like I used to not like verbally have like an actual laugh that like left my body. But after I dropped out of high school, I don't know what happened. That just kind of changed one day. I just like bloomed.
Mm-hmm.
Am I supposed to be talking to these people after I kill each one of them? Cause like
they give you the password, but I think you don't get an option to say what it is or anything, so I don't think it matters. I think after you beat them, you can just ignore them.
Okay. Well, I'm lost at this point then because
you gotta go to the center room in the bottom floor. The guy with the bird.
I couldn't get in there.
Oh, then yeah, you might have the password already, and you might just have to leave, go to.
No, I just went to both doors and said that they said that they needed passwords and I couldn't get into them.
Oh.
That's what just happened. Have you not been watching the stream?
Not really, no. And then the door's closed. It needs 2 passwords. Okay. Oh, and that's where you got 9. I was gonna say, why is there just an empty room? I see, that's why you're talking to everybody.
Yeah, because I'm like, where the fuck do I go from here?
Go back downstairs. Well, that's leaving. Well, actually that's over here. But Yeah, go back downstairs. Go all the way left, not right. What's that guy's? Oh. Talk to that dude.
That was a cut guy.
I think it is Raticate Tail. I think that might actually be.
I talked to him already though, so
Yeah,
now I gotta find something.
Yeah. Talk to that guy. Talk to that guy who said that you need the password in the first place. Go back because I asked something. They distracted because of me, and the other person needs help. You shouldn't feel that way. Sometimes you just gotta ask to figure out how to do, like, what to do. Especially if you're new at a place, that's just kind of how you have to do things. I also feel bad when I do stuff like that, but it's just how it is.
I have really bad new job anxiety and hate being like a trainee. And like right now at my job, it's been I've been there less than a week.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's where you're at right now.
Yeah. But everyone at my job has been super nice about it. And like encouraging and just like working with me or whatever. But like, I hate when we get busy and I just have to like stand there and be like, well, I don't know how to do anything, and they're too busy to like walk me through the things that I need to be doing.
Mm-hmm. It happens. Go check out that computer. No, it doesn't do anything. Okay. Cool. He got a full heal. Just happened. I also met with you and Giuseppe. Oh, you mean just asking us? Oh, dude, don't worry about that. I like engagement. I like interacting with people when I'm streaming, no matter what it's about. So you asking us, I don't care.
Oh, are you talking about like me needing his help with this game? That's not your fault or anything. I'm bad at this game, and so why I'm the one playing it and not is because he's supposed to be guiding me through it anyway.
I actually don't know where to go. I'm saying right here, I just don't know where to go.
You're gonna have to Google it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because you're my Google search engine because I can't do it. I'm on my phone playing the game.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
What?
Just keep guessing.
I'm sharing my screen, so if I go to Google, y'all will see a bunch of inappropriate images.
But no, don't worry. Yes, that's also true. Team Rocket Hideout.
This creamed me. Oh, that guy got creamed by red.
Damn. Hate it when that happens.
What a believe.
This did not help me.
That lady just told me Slowpoke Tail. So is it Slowpoke and Raticate Tail?
No, I think. Oh, yeah, it's two passwords. It probably is both of them. There you go. Yeah, door opened. Cool. That was just it. We just had to talk to everybody, apparently.
Yeah. And you tried to stop me from doing that.
I did, actually. Because I also thought you talked to most of the people, but yeah.
Can you Google what happens to Giovanni after the games? Like in canon?
Pretty sure he just retires.
I want to bet that he probably owns some big corporation still, though. That we see in the modern, like, Pokemon games. You feel me?
Yeah.
In them big stretches, and I need to stretch more often. My new job is killing my back.
He apparently comes back in a few games in various world tournaments using like crazy strong teams.
Oh, so he's still a trainer.
Apparently of some kind, yeah. But there's no like details of what he's doing. Like they're just like secret battles and stuff.
Interesting.
Apparently you also can battle him in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. In which case his entire team are kept in Master Balls.
Nice.
And he also has a Mewtwo. What to do when a stranger get mad at you? It feels like my fault, then I feel so bad at the situation I think about it for a month. Yeah, that's the good old shy introvert feeling. I get that too. You just kind of have to kind of forget about it. This is essentially all you can really do.
Some advice that you should not follow by Giuseppe Gabagool.
Okay. Yeah, sure. What is it?
Murder them.
Yeah, just instantly kill them. Instantly just take their life. Oh, confusion. He's weak to psychic. Yeah, just kill them. Yeah, so there's apparently no real like canon thing. You just kind of can find him sometimes. He's usually in these spin-off, or in these like later games, he's shown wearing a hat and in like world tournament stuff. But
that's fun.
So he's
he's in hiding or something.
He more looks like he's retired. I think he's still supposed to look kind of like shifty or scary because he's, oh, there you go. That's the password for the power plant room.
So why can't I catch the Murkrow?
Yeah, you can't. He's just there. Well, he's also already owned. I think he's that guy's Pokemon that just ran away.
So he abandoned his Pokemon, and I don't even get to fucking rehome him?
Apparently, the most recent appearance of Giovanni was in Let's Go. He was in a Let's Go event where he attempts to use Shadow Dialga. But being Pokemon Go, there's not really a story there or anything. It's just, you can fight Team Rocket grunts, and he's one of the special opponents.
You said in Pokemon Go.
You just walk past it. It's yeah. Yes, in Pokemon Go. That's apparently his most recent appearance.
He's got drip in that game, dude.
Yeah. That's apparently his most recent appearance. Was his appearance in Pokemon Go. Well, he seems to wear the same outfit, but he has like a thick-ass chin. He looks.
Look at his shoes, though.
He looks so real. Why'd they make him a real person? Instead of like like an anime character, he looks like just an old Asian guy. Yeah, that's it. He does have weird silver, like, medium-high heels. It's very odd.
What I mean by grit, brother?
Yeah. He's got a very, very unique outfit. Very odd design. Oh yeah, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, this battle is a double battle. But in this time, you just fight one of them. But the double battle's cool because it's you and Lance who get to battle together. I was just looking at the walkthrough to see what we have to do after all this stuff.
Nice.
Because, yeah, after this, we have the gym, and then finally we have the, then we got, more Team Rocket stuff. Oh, yeah, see, okay, so she's the one with the Murkrow. I think he might be immune because he's dark type. That or he's resistant. It's one or the other. Okay, yeah, I think he's immune to psychic type attacks.
Yikes.
I think that's all you have. Well, Supersonic can confuse him at least.
That's crazy.
The Supersonic does affect him. That's more just about hitting him. Say, you don't really have anything super effective, just hit him with whatever. I also found, so when we get to the legendary Pokemon, we actually don't face Lugia or Ho-Oh. In actuality, we challenge Suicune.
That makes sense.
Do you do relationship advice too? I mean, I'll give you advice on anything. I just can't guarantee how useful it is. You can ask me whatever. I'll give you advice. I just can't always say it'll be helpful, but I'll do my best.
I have been single for most of my life, but I've been in a couple of relationships, and I'm currently talking to someone.
Nice.
So I might be able to answer a few questions.
I've been in a relationship longer than I have not been in a relationship, but I've only been in one, so not great on the dating part.
It's me!
You know, it's just Muffin. Muffin's the only person I've dated.
It's me! You might.
It's too bad that you married someone so cancelable.
Said it's too bad I married someone so cancelable.
He fills me with rage.
Rage Shadow Legends.
Rage Shadow. I'm not even sponsored anymore.
Rage Shadow Legends, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, we can give you some advice. I can't guarantee it'll be super helpful, but good. If you're just looking for random advice, make sure to listen. Be a good listener. Very important. That's why I've made it work so much. I'm a very good listener.
I feel like you're a very good tune-outer.
I'm also really good at tuning people out too. Yeah.
My biggest thing that I've learned from relationships is compromise. Being willing to compromise and hoping that your significant other is willing to make compromises for you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they're all electrodes. Yeah, so he takes all the ones on the right, and you just take on all the ones on the left. You have to fight all three of them, though.
That's a cute little gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might as well catch this guy. Because where's my...
He's unconscious.
23.
It's actually
it's the same level, but...
I don't know what moves this electrode has. I mean, I would say you can catch him regardless, but then I guess you can see if he's even useful. But you can keep, I mean, you can catch him regardless.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, because what level does Electrode even, or Electabuzz, or fucking Voltorb even evolve?
Voltorb? Actually don't. Evolves. No, not in Pokemon Go. Oh, level 30. So that's one of those early level Pokemon.
Also, he'd be evolving like soonish anyway. Okay.
Yep. If you gain him 7 levels, he'll evolve. Yeah, I expect to be able to self-destruct. I won't be surprised if all of them self-destruct. Or at least attempt to.
Well, even if they don't, my last 2 Pokemon, both water types.
Yeah. This happens to me a lot when I go outside. So a guy came up to me, tried to talk to me, / probably flirting. Can't say that I'm gay, you know why. Me being an introvert, I don't know what to do in a frozen place. Usually my sister helps me. What to do if I'm alone? Oh, I see.
I was
just kick him. At that point, I would just straight up be honest. Tell him that you're not interested. If they're flirting, I mean, I guess at that point, if they're just talking to you, it's hard to say unless they really do. Unless they just straight up ask you to go out or do something. Then you can say, you know, you're not interested or what have you. If they're just flirting with you, I'm like really bad at those kind of social situations just because I'm also very awkward. Right. You gonna go Ultra Ball? I'm trying to think, what would be the best way to get out of that situation? Because the hard part is you don't know if they are actually flirting or hitting on you, which is the rough part.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing in some sort. Like, some people are flirtatious. So I just wouldn't accept either of those kinds of advances. Like, if you're introverted and you're not trying to talk to them, like, you're not going to want to be flirted with regardless, right?
Yeah.
I
mean, my go-to is just to apologize and keep walking, and just and move on. But that's also because I've been into like some big cities, and people will just talk to you. Usually they're trying to sell you something, or trying to get you to give them money. Especially if it's like a big city. Usually I just put one hand up, just like sorry, and then just keep moving, like I'm busy or something.
You don't always do that.
Sometimes since I'm too nice, I will just listen. The guy came to me first. No, I figured that part. That's usually the case with me too. I don't talk to people.
No,
I don't talk to people. Yeah, if they come up to you, you know, usually I'll like if they come up to me and try to talk to me, I'll be like, oh sorry, I gotta go, or like I've got somewhere to be.
To them, I walk away.
And then so sometimes I'll be too nice and I'll listen to them out entirely. I'll hear their whole spiel and give them all the time they want, and then tell them no in the end, and they'll be very often very disappointed. But I'll tell you, Emma, I've never been hit on before. So I can't say balls. A balls.
A balls.
A's balls.
I have three advices. For you, Emma. One of them is okay. One of them is probably bad, and one of them is definitely horrible, and you shouldn't follow.
Okay.
But just have it on Google. The okay advice that you might want to try is when you're out in public. I don't know if you already wear a mask anyway, like a medical mask. But maybe just wear one of those in public, and if someone does try to talk, like that already should be a deterrent to make people not talk to you, because, you know, keep your space. I have a mask on, like COVID, right? But if they still come up and talk to you, just, you know, act sick. Just be like, oh, you know, no, I'm sick. And if they still won't leave you alone, just cough on them, like whatever. Like, get away from me, I'm sick. Like, don't talk to me. But the other advice that is probably bad advice is someone comes up to you, tries to talk to you, you can act like, what's a PC term? Mentally challenged. You can act like you are not like right in the head. You know, just do like maybe a little drool or something like that.
You're right, that's not good.
Blank stare at them. Just like look like you ain't got nothing going on in your head. That's bad advice. The horrible advice that you should not follow indefinitely, just kick them right in the nuts.
Yeah, that one I kind of figured. Yeah, I wear a mask every time I go out and they still talk to me, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, at that point, yeah, I just usually put one hand up and just say sorry, I'm busy or something, and then I'll just keep moving on. If they continue to persist, that's usually when I'd call somebody. Like I'd get help, because now they're essentially they're not leaving me alone. They're now stalking me. But yeah, I'd go with the standard. Sorry, just put your hand out and keep walking. And usually, in my experience, that will have them stay away from you or leave you alone. I gave you Whirlpool. You'll need that later. Alright, now you can take on the Mahogany Gym. I forget the gym leader's name. Oh yeah, ready to figure out an ice puzzle?
I guess.
I can't really help you because it's not. It's just a classic sliding puzzle. Oh, Price. I always forget the gym leader's name. Gym
Well, I
leaders.
still can't read off the book.
No. Where do you think you're going? You can't do that until you stop the radio tower stuff. You gotta do the gym first.
Didn't I just do that? Oh, the gym down here. I'm actually retarded. Sorry.
Yeah. So you got the gym down here, and then you gotta do the radio tower. That we'll have to use Fly for though, because that's all the way in Goldenrod.
Oh.
And then we come back, and then that path will be open after we solve the radio tower stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Oh yeah, let me check how this collected on.
Oh yeah, sure. How to know immediately if it's a scam like online? Usually there's obvious tells for online scamming. Oh, he has like the same moves. You might as well just stick with yours.
There's never a prince in Nigeria.
Yeah, there's never a prince in Nigeria. It's never actually a prince in Nigeria. Usually there'll be bots. More often than not, if it is a scam. If not, it's usually just like if they ask for any personal information, if they ask for anything, that's usually a big tell. If they're advertising something, just Ember. Iron Tail would actually also work, but Ember is also stab because you're also fire type. Damn, that was 4 slap. That wasn't double slap. What the fuck? She lied to you.
Yeah, that was double slap, dude. What the fuck?
Damn. Their level's so much higher than you that even super effective does so little damage. And even not very effective does a lot. He's Ice Psychic, so I don't really think we have anything. We don't really have much for Ice, unfortunately, besides Growlithe.
So I gotta like really level his ass up then.
Yeah, we might have. Well, the nice thing is Price's Ace is also ground type, so he's actually also weak to water.
That's pretty funny.
So that will actually help us, but other than that, the rest of his team is like water and ice types. So immediately, even our fire type's not going to be very useful, actually. I get this wrong number person chat me. Is it considered scam? I heard nowadays scammers can mimic loved one's voice and ask for money. If it's a wrong number, or if it says, like, if it says wrong number, then yeah, no, it's probably just a scam. Oh, Rock Slide is pretty, yeah, that's an HM, you can't get rid of that. No.
Oh, I got rid of fucking Rockville on accident. Oh.
I guess it's fine. Rock Slide is better. I think it just has a higher chance of missing, unfortunately. But it'll be alright. But yeah, AI will sometimes mimic people's voices, who even you'll know. It definitely just kind of depends upon, what you connect with and how you make it work out.
You hang up and call the person.
That is actually another way to know for sure, is if you get called, if you answer and don't recognize it, or if it's something weird, then you hang up. And then you try and call them back, and usually if it is a bot or some kind of thing, it won't actually re-answer.
No, I wasn't saying calling them back. If it was using AI.
Oh yeah, if it's somebody you know, you can call them back on their actual number and see if they answer.
Exactly.
He'll still be weak to that rock slide.
Never had
That's still rock type.
Thank goodness.
Actually, I forgot. He's not even an ice type. He's actually pure water. But he's not resistant to rocks, so I guess you could still beat him up with whatever. Nice. It's hard. And it causes flinch. God damn. What to do if they're hypnotize you to get what they want with a hack/scam. If they attempt to hypnotize you, don't get hypnotized.
Yeah, that's an in-person thing. I don't think that they can do that over the internet per se, but it is a thing that like hypnotists will fucking put you in a trance and then rob you.
Yeah, they'll certainly try. Usually, I mean, if they just try and trick you into a scam, I mean, if they ever ask for anything, it is a scam. That's just that simple. Unless it's like an emergency, in which case they'll have a totally different tone of voice. People you know are probably not just going to call you out of the blue and ask for something. Unless they, like, sound way more serious. Like, they'll have a completely different tone of voice and everything. Oh, now he'll actually be weak to the rock slide.
Also, the way a lot of these scammers get you to give them your money is that they have you go and buy like a bunch of gift cards and then read off the gift card numbers to them, and it's like no real person's ever gonna have you do that, like ever, for anything. No company, no nothing. That's like literally the scammiest scam ever.
Yeah, no one will try and get you to pay for something with gift cards. But like without trying to scam you.
Oh my god, that is the biggest scam in retail.
Yeah, that is literally the biggest scam in retail. It happens all the time. It's never real. It's
every like holiday season, we had to look out for gift card scammers or fake things.
yeah. Oh yeah, fake. Yeah. But yeah, no. Anyone tells you that using gift cards is a viable way to pay for something, no. Gift cards' only purpose is as a gift option, nothing else.
We would have a company newsletter, and they would talk about where it happened at one of the other stores.
Mm.
And I'm like, how? It's like, it was always somebody like newer.
Well, of course it was somebody newer. No one who regularly worked with that would be all like, oh yeah, of course. Corporate wants us to sign off all of these gift cards and get us to read off all the gift cards so they can check them or whatever. It's like, no, that's stupid. That makes no sense. It's just wrong. unfortunately, without type advantage, Butt Free's not going to be very strong.
Yeah.
At least
Putting in work today.
Sure is. These people, he's not waking up. I'll say one ice attack, Butt Free will die. But if they never wake up, it won't matter. There it goes. I knew it was coming.
Dying my ass.
Yeah, but he lived. He's too strong.
Butterfree is just too good.
Yeah, Butterfree ain't too good. Butt Free is too good.
Yeah.
That's what made him
That's
strong. You called him Butt Free. He was unstoppable that day. Now we're probably going to want to heal up our whole team. We'll heal up the team before we continue.
Think so?
You can keep going if you want, but remember, if you lose, if you get to price and lose, you have to do the ice puzzle again.
Well, sure.
But if you want, you can go for it.
I want to at least figure out the puzzle.
Sure.
Because what the fuck?
I know, everybody loves sliding ice puzzles. Left. Oh yeah, good.
Is actually true.
Okay, if you go right, down, left, up, right, you'll be there.
So there.
I'm not
were
sure this is like that.
I didn't hear what you said. What, sweetie?
There's a tease
Okay.
of Wendy's and Cheez-It collab, and everybody's like, it's gonna be Baconator. Nope.
New Cheez-It Baconator?
And yep, and it is.
Oh, is it? That sounds very weird.
Cheez-It Wendy's Baconator boyfriend.
But yeah, Giuseppe, you just go right, down, left, up, right, and then you'll be there.
Sorry, I'm washing my hands. I was just poking.
You're washing your hands, what?
I'm washing my hands because I was just pooping.
Makes sense.
Wash your hands after you poop, because that's E. coli.
That's true.
But yeah, I'm not gonna remember right, left, so.
Oh, you're
You're gonna have to
right.
remind me.
You know what? You're right, because you already said it wrong.
Yeah, I know. Well, Maggie's looking like she wants to fucking go potty. Hold on. I have a dog I have to take care of. We're on intermission now. In fact, while I walk her, I'm actually going to leave my phone on my charger because it's at 30% right now. So Giuseppe Gabagool will return. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shelter, I hardly know her.
Do.
That's crazy. Mm. Can we show that on stream?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
I mean, it's just a cloister.
You know what I mean.
Alright, now go right. Down. Left. Up. Right. There.
Jesus.
Seal. Icy wind. Oh damn, it knows rest. Dynamic punch. You forced your hand.
Literally. Had to club a seal.
Yeah. Doo-dum. He's actually weak to a dynamic punch. He's ice
Oh,
type.
yeah.
Headbutt. And his last mon's actually weak to water.
Sick. Phyllis one looks cuter here than he does.
Yeah. Well, Mamoswine,
Like,
Mamoswine
I like a
didn't
lot.
even exist yet, as well.
Yeah.
You got the Glacier Badge. Damn, 16. Icy Wind. That will be helpful on the next gen, which is Dragon. Because they're weak dice.
Oh.
There you go. Sorry to bug you. Take care.
None of these Pokemon are my fly Pokemon either.
No, your fly Pokemon was the Hoot Hoot. You took him out of the party because you didn't need fly at the time. But now we'll at least have to use fly to get back there, because I don't think we have anything that can use fly.
Nope. Can you guess who I'm about to get rid of?
Is it one of me? One of the two of me?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's Volton.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Doesn't even have a fucking electric move.
You're not wrong, it does not.
Bring back Diddy.
No.
Why did I bring back the Sentry?
I don't know. Don't know why you brought back Tenyoki. He unfortunately can't fly.
I just wanted to see my buddy yell.
That's right.
Got it. It's Jerry who was about to fly me around.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy just fucking got in front of me when I was walking. What the fuck was that about?
And now they have the Team Rocket theme. Finally taken over. The radio tower. Now everyone will get to experience the true terror of Team Rocket. We'll show you how scary we are.
It's like South Park death noises.
Yeah,
My favorite.
Most competent
Anytime,
Team
like-
Rocket members. Yeah, they just tell you that. Well, to be fair, they've technically actually succeeded. It's just you're gonna stop them before they continue. No, I mean, like, for a supposed mafia. I mean, they're more of crime syndicate, but yeah, they're not a very good one. One radio tower, really? Well, they are sending out... it's also, like, the only radio tower in the whole country, but,
Also, they're like a mafia without a boss. The Don
Yeah.
is missing.
yeah, currently the Don is missing, which is why they're doing all these evil shit, because they think he'll come back if they do. And yeah, they've taken over the radio tower, and they're trying to send out an evil broadcast that mind controls Pokemon to go crazy. Low kick that rat.
Sorry, my Xbox was about to shut off.
Why? Why are they doing that? I don't know. Their currently active president thinks it's a good idea. What if it's a family member who do that abuse? What to do? Oof. Don't interact with that side of the family.
Giuseppe Gabagool has a big family of like 50 plus members. Big extended family. Grandma has like 4 sisters. All of their kids are super close. All of their kids are super close. Yada yada yada. Out of all of those people, I talked to 4 of my cousins.
Yeah.
And don't fuck with the entire rest of my family for reasons we're not gonna get into.
Yeah. How does an evil broadcast even brainwash people anyway? Apparently it's some kind of signal that makes... It doesn't brainwash people, it's only the Pokemon. It makes them get all violent and crazy.
Yeah, it's like frequencies, like, you know, the brown noise?
Yeah, it's the same as that. It's literally no different. How is that profitable? It's not. They're not trying to make money. Okay, but like, how is that profitable? It's not. They're trying to be evil. They're essentially right now, their active president is just trying to get as public and bad as possible so their old boss will come back.
Yeah, they're trying to gain notoriety.
Aren't they an organized crime? They were. They're not anymore. That's the point. Their old president left after the first game, and it's been 2 years since then, and they thought he was coming back, but he never did. So now they're a very disorganized, evil crime syndicate.
Yeah, at the beginning of the game, they were kidnapping people's slowpokes and cutting off their tails to sell on the black market.
For like $1 million Poke dollars a piece.
Yeah, as in exotic foods.
And then you activate the well and it foils their plans. Yeah, the downside about this section is it's just a bunch of battles. That's all you're gonna be doing. You're just battling a bunch of Team Rocket goons. There's like 3 floor, or I think there's 3 or 4 floors, and all you do is just beat up grunts. I mean, like, the entire point of a crime syndicate / mafia organization is to make money. So, right, they used to. Now they don't, because they're super disorganized and like, chaotic right now.
Yeah. They are no longer organized crime, is what we're saying.
Yeah, they used to be, for sure. But now that Giovanni, their boss, is gone, their current active boss, like, has no idea what to do. So his only plan is to make as much noise as possible to basically get their old boss to come back. It's not working at all. in fact, they're probably the most chaotic they ever go. Did that abuse, like, secretly taking pictures while I sleep, those stuff, what to do? Oh my god.
Should we be worried?
I would say at that point, yeah, your best bet is to save up money, move out, and, like, move out. If they don't understand, usually, I like... Like, our cousin had to move out because their mom was abusive, not in that way, but in different ways.
Yeah, now their grandparents are also being abusive in different ways.
Yeah.
And she really needs to move out again.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Unfortunately, that's probably your best bet would be to work, save up some money, and try and see if you can get your own place or something like that.
You could possibly go to the police if it's serious enough.
Yeah, if you feel that threatened, you could do that.
Yo, these low kicks missing is crazy.
Yeah, bro, you cannot hit your low kicks.
Look, everyone, it's Lucky Red.
Yeah. Dude, look out. He might send out another Rattata. Question. Yes, Ghost. What is your question?
Make it provocative.
I mean, if you want, I guess. you can ask a provocative question.
Yeah, I do want it.
I'm very open.
Oh, hold on, I just got something in my eye.
You are
Oh,
really
God.
open when you get private. It's so weird.
I'm not really not private at all. If anyone asks me anything, I pretty much tell them whatever. It's just no one asks.
Yeah, but you don't, like, outwardly say stuff. People have to
What
ask
gave them the idea that Giovanni was going to come back if they did all that? Are they stupid? Yes. They're just stupid. No, the answer is they are stupid. They're not. They are terrible leaders. Like, they are actually the worst. I forget their name. I don't know. I think they give it a name in later versions.
This guy made me fucking step on 5 rats.
Yeah, I told you he might send out a Rattata. His name's Archer. That's him. serves as the main antagonist of Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and their subsequent remakes. How competent was Giovanni as a mob boss anyway? Honestly, not, like, amazing. He basically just kept them organized. He was essentially just money and power hungry. That was essentially it. He didn't really have, like, many... He didn't, like, have a major objective or anything. They took over...
Let me correct you there just a little bit. So, Team Rocket's main shtick was, like, stealing Pokemon and, like, training Pokemon to do evil and bad things. Selling Pokemon and Pokemon parts on the black market, things like that. But his main thing was trying to find, like, Mew and trying to recreate Mew, and, like, why Mewtwo exists is all because, like, Giovanni wanted, like a perfect Pokemon or some shit like that.
That's just lore. That's not even explained.
I mean, it's explained through, like, letters and stuff.
Yeah. But to say, was he a good boss? Not like, I mean, he was fine.
Was he a good father, though?
No. I don't think he ever... Funny enough, outside of the anime, like the recent anime that like they released on YouTube of like they're based on the games, that is the only time he ever once interacted with his child. Wait, he had a child? He had children? No, he had a child named Silver. He's the main rival of this game, Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Yeah, he twist that is never said in the actual game. He's his son. She said that she's been paying for Bill's test food. It's true. She also says that, you know, thing I'll do and I feel bad. I feel like I have to take care of her when she's old. I don't know what to do. She's been abusing me for a lot of stuff, and I feel like I'm the burden. Yeah, that's usually how people like that will be. They will find ways to put all the blame on the victim, make them seem like they're the ones who are the victim. And it happens a lot. Yeah. Really at that point, again, really your best bet is to, you know, work hard, get out in the workforce, make some extra money, maybe see about getting, you know, separating yourself from that kind of situation. Because unfortunately, there's usually not really any other way out of it. But, yeah.
So imagine biting Grimer.
So we should try to move out from the house. Yeah, unfortunately, the only way to do that is just kind of get away from that situation. There's usually not like a true solution to it. It's actually what we keep trying to convince our cousin is just to get away from it. It tragically never usually gets better. Like, the closest I've had to that is, we had a recent friend who we basically realized how abusive he was being, and yeah, it was hard, but our solution was basically just to cut him out. Like, you just can't, obviously, very different, because it's a little easier for someone that, you don't have to be around, but, usually that is the only option. But I do hope, we can at least try to help you with some advice and stuff like that. Oh yeah, this is the boss. Sorry, Rocket Executive. This is what they just call him before he's given a name and like outside of the game. I actually forgot I have toggles. I never use them. My sad toggle. Yeah, I have like 6 toggles. I just don't use them. There, you beat him. Good job. Now you get your key. I'm sorry if I vent too much here. Some streamers doesn't allow it and I don't know else to talk about it. No, that's totally fine. I totally get it. Vent where you can. We're always here to be an open ear. We'll always support those we consider to be our friends. Emma is you're definitely one of our friends. I just gave you the basement key. Oh, he gave you the basement key. So, let me double check. I'll look it up, but I think you have to take that somewhere else, to another place. Thank you, no problem.
It is definitely a safe space, even if the safe space is a garbage can.
Yeah, it is. It's true. So yeah, so there's one of these side buildings. Thank you so much. Of course, we're always here for you. We always want to support those who support us too. We appreciate it as is. So we want to share that. Okay, yeah. So in this place, there's like a hidden room. You could technically go here whenever, but that's why the Pokemon, until you get to the basement, are going to be really low level. But the basement key will let you down to their black market shop. There, you unlocked it. There you go. Now you gotta fight your rival.
Oh.
Then you gotta fight more Team Rocket grunts. Oh, I forgot I have a shock. Oh! Oh! Is that... Oh, okay, I only have 6. Got like an overjoyed. I got an angry. I got sensual. And I just have happy. And I'm like my neutral happy face. I forgot to ask first if it's okay to vent. No, it's okay. We would have still said yes. It was fine to vent, so don't worry about it. I know some streamers can be weird about stuff like that, but I don't have an issue with it. Get him, Jerry. You got this. Oh, shoot. Alright, back to the basement. Do it all over again. Man, that reminds me. So there's this. It's older now. There's this video of a streamer who like blows up on somebody because like the streamer asked how they're doing, and they basically said that they're not doing great because of this reason. And then the streamer like blows up on them and gets like so pissed. Oh, they're weak to rock, by the way. You turn the air on? Okay. I agree. God damn. Just Dragon Rage. And bite. Now that I think about the situation of streamer is me right now, I was actually asking. I don't want to go viral.
I doubt.
Yeah, I think you'll be all right.
I doubt this will go viral.
No, I don't think it'll go viral. If it somehow does,
Sorry.
Yeah, so my bad. I don't plan to share it around, so I don't intend to do that. Honestly, I think our team is fine. I think it's more right now just.
No, our team isn't fine.
Well, that's true. We got Jerry. Jerry's not helping that much.
Yeah, I was looking for Jerry's replacement.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking it's gonna be Xavier.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of good options, unfortunately. Damn, why does Maya have so many great emotes? They're like so perfect. There's so many options. I need to expand my emote game.
You do?
I know. Rock slide. I actually want to be good friends with you and not just a placed event. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, we're already good friends, so that's fine. Sorry, I don't vent to my friends when I really should, so...
You really should.
Yeah, I absolutely should. I don't tell anybody any of my problems.
Vent to me.
Yep, I barely tell my wife.
Vent to me.
Oh, cool. Didn't even get an attack out. Slash. We don't need rage anymore. Rage is not gonna help us. I did hear you.
It's usually, who have I had conversations? Minty.
Yeah.
Usually.
Tell me if I got it right. What's up, Ghost? He's still weak to bite. He's immune to slash. You're gonna want to switch Pokemon though. Because you're gonna get hit with Curse unless you switch. Team Rocket are a bunch of morons that are led by a guy who's like mildly smarter than an average person. Yeah, pretty much just, yeah. Yeah, you pretty much got it. There you go, you got him. You didn't even need to bust out a Graveyard. Like, I guess. No, yeah, Team Rocket is, though iconic because of the anime, is not a well planned out or well executed evil organization. In fact, one of the worst ones. Well, when we get to the next gen, you'll find that the other evil orgs are not smart either. Their greatest weakness is most of them are very dumb. Honestly, a big part of you'll probably just be fine just spamming Surf or Slash. Like, what does Giovanni even do with all of that wealth? The thing is, he doesn't have a ton of wealth either. He's not, like, rich. And what he does with it is he basically just funds these evil laboratory experiments. And that's pretty much it. Doesn't do a lot else. What? Yeah, no, he's not like super rich. Thought Pokemon is famous because of Pikachu. I mean, yeah. But Team Rocket is famous because of the Pokemon anime. What kind of investment plan is that? It's not. I'm saying he's not like super wealthy. He just runs a crime syndicate. Most of the money they get is literally from black market stuff, and that's it. They don't really have much money outside of that. Surf. No, but like. Right, I'm telling you, he just like funds his evil org. That's it. He does like nothing else. You could actually use your antidote and cure your poison. Since you just have one. Since you have one antidote. Oh, you have two.
I actually have.
Nice.
Oh,
No, you gotta use it. There you go.
I was trying.
Damn, you're at the point where even super potions aren't fully healing you no more. But yeah, no, Giovanni, honestly, like I was saying, later, evil orgs are gonna get dumber, not smarter. Team Aqua and Team Magma are like, Team Magma is extremely stupid, and Team Aqua is also dumb. Like, they're cool, because they got cool outfits, and they all have water and fire themed, but they're like the worst crime syndicates ever. Why fund some labs instead of doing stuff that is sensible for a mafia family, i.e. bribe law enforcement, protect local business, or quote-unquote protect local business, create semi-legal businesses like casinos. Yeah, I mean, they
did run a casino, and they ran their criminal organization out of the basement.
I would say, did they run the casino, or were they just under the casino?
It's implied.
Yeah, I guess so. So they kind of had a casino, probably. It was very small, though. It's only like one tiny one tiny room with slot machines in it. That's it.
I mean, that shit ain't even legal in Japan anymore.
hasn't been for a very, very long time. I don't think it was legal back then either, when the game came out.
Yeah, I've heard it's very iffy games in Japan with
That's why pachinko got
gambling
so
mechanic.
popular. Because it's essentially legal gambling. That's
Yeah.
also why gacha got so big, is because gambling isn't a thing in Japan. That was their workaround. In terms of semi-legal businesses, they have, I think they owned like one or two, but I don't think they really did much with it. Here, I'm gonna look up the basement key, the basement. Basement puzzle. Here it is. Open 1, open 2, close 1, and then open 3.
We're just gonna leave and come back so it's reset.
Alright. Now here's a big question. Where does this game take place? In the Johto region, which is loosely based on Japan. So yeah, turn on 1.
The first 3 generations are based off of 3 different regions of Japan.
First four.
First 4, thank you. Do you know the regions? There's a map. You can look up them. You can like Google the map.
Kanto is actually based on the actual Kanto region, which is actually a region in Japan. Johto, I forget. So then,
Yeah, go ahead.
then turn that one on, and then turn the first one off. And then turn on the third one. There you go. Yeah, don't do that. Alright, cool. Okay, so Johto is based on the Kansai region of Japan, which is specifically Kyoto and Osaka. Like, what's the country? So, Pokemon countries are just regions, so there's technically no, like, actual countries that we're aware of.
Yeah, we all live in a Pokemon world.
Yeah, so it's based on Japan, so it's kind of Japan. So the next region, the Hoenn region, is based on the real-world Japanese island of Kyushu. And then finally the last one is Sinnoh.
Can we get a proper pronunciation on that? You fucking butchered that shit.
Which one? It's based
I'm
on the
fucking with
island,
you.
the Japanese island of Hokkaido. And then gens 5 through 9 are based on different countries. Unova is based on specifically like New York, specifically New York City.
Yeah. So
Kalos,
it's technically 2 American regions, but Hawaii is vaguely America.
yeah, Unova is also is supposed to be Hawaii, which is technically a U.S. region. Kalos is based on France, specifically the northern half of the metropolitan France. I knew it was France, I didn't know what part of France. Also,
That's probably the France that has the fucking power.
I think that might be still my favorite region. I love that region. I love Kalos. I like Johto a lot too. What's after Kalos? It is then it's Alola, which is based on Hawaii. Yeah, just the Hawaiian Islands. No specific, just Hawaiian Islands.
And then you have Europe.
Yeah, then you have
Like-
Galar, which is based on the UK, particularly Great Britain's England and Wales.
Yeah. Someone tried to say Scotland, and I was like, I don't think it's Scotland.
No, it seems like the characters are loosely Scottish, but it seems the region
I mean, some
itself.
of them can be, but
That's just part of the region, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the region
Like,
itself
I
is
don't know.
is just the UK. So who runs this place? So each place tends to have like mayors, and some of them have even presidents, but not all of them. Some of them are just run, or have city bases. Which city is Galar? Galar is the Iberian Peninsula, which includes Spain and Portugal. I knew Paldea was Spain. I did not know it was also Portugal.
Well, yeah, because Portugal is connected to Spain.
But yeah, who runs the place depends upon the region. I know specifically Galar is based on has Galar, which is the UK. It has a actual president. I think his name's like President Rose or something. But it seems like really the Pokemon League is what like runs is essentially what runs the government of the area.
Which is fucking horrifying.
Yeah, right. Right. It's just a bunch of 10-year-old kids who runs the country. And Kitakami is based on the Tohoku region of Japan, specifically Iwate, Akita, and Omori prefectures. Of course, that's the one small town you go to in the DLC, the first DLC of Scarlet and Violet. Why didn't Team Rocket do the actual thing powerful crime families do and influence actual government from the shadows? Honestly, I think it's just because Kanto doesn't seem to have much of an organized government to manipulate.
Well, I have a slight answer for that, actually. So, if the ruling body of Kanto is the Pokemon League,
yeah,
right, the Elite Four, and all the fucking gym leaders,
yeah,
Giovanni was a gym leader. He was part of that system. He was influencing the government actively.
That's true. That's true. He wasn't like the higher tier. He wasn't in like the Elite Four of the champion, but he was the number one gym
He was
leader.
the last gym that you had to fight before the Elite Four.
Yeah, he was the top gym leader in the region though, so that's pretty good. Okay, so now to unlock the other path, you have to open 3, 2, and then 1. So that's already on, so you're good there. So open 2. And then, yeah, open 1. You can continue. Unless you have to... Oh, no, yep, you can just go this way. Yeah. Okay, so he has some brain cells. Maybe he is a bit smarter than I gave him credit for. Yeah, so here's, like we said, yeah, you're right. Giovanni is basically just a guy who has at least decent intelligence running an org of people who are stupid. And yeah,
Hard to find good help.
You know, he is the only evil organization group until Gen 8 who actually integrates into like the upper echelon of government.
What does Gen 8 do?
So in Gen 8, there is not actually an evil org. Basically, you keep dealing with this group of this annoying group called Team Yell, who are actually just people rooting for Marnie, and they just get in your way because you run the risk of ruining her run through the Pokemon League, and that's it.
I do remember that.
But it turns out there is actually an evil group of people running things from the shadows, led by President Rose.
Yeah.
Who are attempting to access another dimension to find the most powerful Pokemans by researching like Gigantamax and stuff like that. So in that case, the president is actually the leader of a secret evil shadow organization that isn't named because it's just like 10 people. And they don't show up until the very end of the game. That's also why they're seen as like one of the worst evil villain groups, because they don't really do anything until the game is about to be over. Just
I mean, they do succeed in the thing they were trying to do, though.
They do, well, kinda. They do succeed in accessing the other dimension. They fail in controlling the Pokemon that comes out of it, which was the main objective.
Well,
Yeah, of course. Because it's a Pokemon. It happens with every villain. They have to try and control the legendary Pokemon and then fail. Happens all the time. Basically, it happens every time except for Gen 1 and 2, where their evil plans have nothing to do with the legendary Pokemon, as Giovanni just kind of tries to make his own, which he technically succeeds, except, again, doesn't listen to him. There you go.
Can you press the soundbite for me, cousin?
Can I press the sound bite?
Yeah, the soundbite. The transplant.
Oh, yeah, sure. Actually, I can't. We're on the wrong voice channel.
Fuck that! I've done that multiple times now.
Or else I would have. So if he wanted to, yeah.
He could kiss someone, yeah.
He could. It's true. He could even kiss me. Could Giovanni, legally speaking, become a champion? I don't think he's good enough of a trainer to become one, is the issue. Legally, sure, why not? He could legally become one.
So, the thing about Pokemon is that there's a secret to becoming champion. The only people who become champions are people who care about their Pokemon.
It's not true. I don't know. Blue only seems to care about him post game. I guess they do. He does in Yellow. I guess in Yellow it's kind of the exception, because now he has his Eevee that he likes. Lance loves his Pokemon. He's a champion.
Blue never really hated his Pokemon. He even grieved for his Raticate, you know?
Yeah, that is true.
He just was a dick to you.
Yeah, I guess it's really Silva who's really a dick to Pokemon. It's really most of your rivals. Who was Wallace and Steven were... I think Wallace was. I don't really know Wallace that much. Steven definitely was nice to his Pokemon. Who's after? Then it was Cynthia. Cynthia loves her Pokemon. Cynthia's the best though.
No, but that is truly the secret. That's the Metachlorian force. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the big secret trick, is why every player is the best Pokemon trainer in the region, is because they love and respect their Pokemon.
Even when you technically don't.
Yeah, even if you actually don't, it doesn't matter, because the game tells you you do. Even if you just kept that Ditto as a breeding slave, it still means you love and respect that Pokemon.
Ash, actively forgets that he caught a whole herd of Tauros.
He does. He really does. Caught, I think he caught 30 of them.
30? Yeah, it was something like that.
To be fair, that episode was banned in the US for a long time.
Really?
So he had to ignore it. Yeah, because that's the episode where a gun gets pulled on him. He gets a gun put in his face. And that's why
That's
he
actually
randomly
funny.
has a Tauros later, because he uses one of his like 30 Tauros a couple of times. But he
Yeah.
can't acknowledge where he got them because of that. What is the actual in-universe reason for people to desire to become a champion besides prestige and bragging rights? Depends upon the gen. Sometimes the champion wants. Sometimes the gym leaders and champions don't even want to do it, but they're the best in the region, so they're basically told they have to. Like, especially Gen 9, they really delve into the fact that a lot of the gym leaders don't want to be gym leaders. They really want to do other stuff, but are the best trainer in their city, so they are the gym leader. Like Larry is the best example. It's just a job. He just does it because he gets paid, and he hates it, especially if he has to work overtime. So depending upon the region, sometimes they just don't even want to be. It's just they're the best, so they are the champion. And that's how the Pokemon League runs it. If you're literally too good as a Pokemon trainer, you are forced to be either a gym leader or whatever. As for what you get, it seems like some of them get paid. Others seem like they just want to be like champion or a top trainer, and others just do it just because it's their job. It really depends. Honestly, I think if you're not if you're a child, it's really just the prestige and bragging rights. Every other most of the champions are not kids outside of Blue and Gen 1. So I think most of them are like paid, like it's actually their career. Like Lance actively wanted to be champion. In fact, in like the anime, he constantly competes to be like.
Nemona's a kid.
Yeah, Nemona's also a kid. She went to school though to become a champion, so that was explicitly that she also wanted to be. But yeah, it seems like most of the young champions do it because they really want the prestige and bragging right. Lance is literally just a cocky dick and wants to be the top in the world. But he genuinely loves and takes care of his Pokemon. Like Leon doesn't even have a great team, but he's, according to lore, is the greatest trainer on the planet. Because he's just that good. But he also loves his Pokemon. Like, extremely.
That means he's sucking them off.
No. You don't suck him off. That's disrespectful. Rubs one out for him. You make sure to relieve their stress.
Yeah.
Other work stuff. When you're good at it, but you don't want the position, you feel like you have to do the job. So if it's a position you don't want, then just don't apply for it unless you really need the work. Like if you need the job and need the money, then you might just end up doing something you hate. It happens a lot. I don't like my job, but I do it anyway. So it definitely becomes a thing where you kind of take what you can get. But that's also why you want to apply it all over, so that way hopefully you can get a job you do want. Or even if you are working somewhere, you can still apply at other places. So if you're just working to make some money and then want to apply and want to get a different job, like you can still apply at other jobs and go and leave and go to a different place that you actually do want. So it's all about getting yourself out there as much as possible. So becoming a champion lets you become rich. I don't know about rich. It seems like it pays well enough, but it doesn't seem like you're like rich. It seems more like you're well off. Like Lance doesn't seem like he's got like some extravagant something. Not to mention like Diancie or Diancie. No, that's a Pokemon. Named Diantha. Like, Diantha is rich, but that's because she's actually an actor and model, not because she's the champion. In fact, she doesn't even care about her championship. She actually more cares about her being an actress and model. Alright, It's TM35. Sleep talk. That's not gonna help us at all. It's gonna be useless.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I don't. Outside of Diantha, I don't think any of the champions are rich. Well, actually, Steven seems like he's rich. But I think he grew up into money, though. So he's a really nice guy. Oh yeah, he's the one who lets you into the... There you go. Now you can get into the other part of the radio tower. Out there, like in more known and touch grass. Yeah, that's right. You gotta go out there and touch some grass. I don't like grass. It's coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere. You can go back to the radio tower and then go through and beat the rest of the Team Rocket, and then you can progress through the game. Oh, aim at a coin. That's actually a useful item. If you have a Pokemon that's a held item, if your Pokemon is holding it and enters battle, he'll oh yeah, here's the black market if you want to buy a Pokemon.
Off of this guy or who?
I think it's... I actually don't know which guy it is. I think it's the one hidden in the corner. Whoa, the stuff on the ground's junk. Take it if you want it. Kid, you holding us up. Our policy is to work behind the scenes where no one can see us. I lose my passion for work if someone's watching. Come on, kid, scoot. Bro's just like jorking in the corner and it's like, you're killing my vibe, kid.
You kept saying Diantha, and I thought that was wrong.
No, her name is Diantha. Yeah.
Why
No.
is her name Diantha?
It's supposed to be like Diancie, which is the Pokemon. If you go through that, I think that's how you leave, is that room up there.
No, but also, like, how do I get to these other things?
I think you have to go around. You're on basement floor 1. Did you
What
back
the
out
fuck?
instead of select it?
I guess.
Yes. No, takes you out of the mark. And now you can finish the radio tower. And then we just have one gym, the legendary Pokemon, and then the Elite Four and the champion. And then the post game, which is just a bunch of gym leaders. Oh, it's
Oh.
Hiker Anthony. Oh, we didn't even get called by him once this time. Hey, is this Gabagool? This is Anthony, the hiker.
Is the stalker
It's
still there?
mind-blowing. I took a hike in Dark Cave yesterday, see? Well, there were some Dunsparce around. You have to see it. I get this feeling the Dunsparce may be timid. I didn't see any. Where they're a strong Pokemon. Alright then, be good. Just look out for those Dunsparce. I always thought Black Market is a dark place, no lights, suspicious, people wearing black cloaks, being all mysterious and selling illegal stuff. Usually, yes. In this case, just some dudes, like, hanging out in a basement.
Yeah. I need to text somebody about a ride to work. Can you pause the stream real quick?
Sure.
I don't have to stop
Okay.
streaming right yet, but like,
There, this would be
I
weird.
realize-
There, this looks weird. Let's go with that. Do, do, Do.
We're good.
We're good. Alright, cool. Sweet. Alright, let's
No, I
finish.
asked him. I asked him. I did.
Ah.
Here, I'll just.
Oh, you're asking if we were good for you to. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Um. Oh, I went back to the game without sharing my screen again.
Yoo-hoo! Yeah.
Oh, my friend just replied. Okay. Now we're good.
Yeah. Back to the radio tower.
I'm sorry I used it again. That's my bad. Oh, the radio tower. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just play it. Who am I fighting?
Eradicate. Just a random goon. Okay.
All day.
Rock slide. Smog. Sludge. I'm done for. I think Pokemon are cute after they. What?
Oh!
Oh!
I'm getting tired.
I feel that. Hey, probably still fine. We're just hitting like rock slide or roll out. Buddies. Buddies. Dragon Rage.
Fuck.
Shit. Emma and Steve.
Ugh. I don't want to waste another Dragon Rage.
Why? You saving them for something?
I only have 10 of them.
Right. What are you saving them for?
Just back in.
Just, alright. Alright, cool. Lancelot. You can use Bite if you want.
No, it's okay. I'll just use all my Dragon Rages.
This is what we have the ethers for too, that we never use.
Yeah, I don't use items. I don't use items like I don't use defensive moves or how I don't block in fighting games.
Mm.
All out offense. Why would I waste a turn not hitting the guy?
Is it new, just added, or has it been there? New stream avatar? No, that's we've had Steve the whole time. Since I got the Smash thing, we've had the Minecraft because it has all the DLC and all their colors.
Chicken jockey.
Yeah, it's all. It's only the ones that appeared in Smash, so it's not any of the Steve stuff from the movie. Ass. Yeah, I meant the new characters. No, if I got there's probably I wouldn't even be surprised if they're. I am Steve. I wouldn't be surprised if there was more Minecraft characters they threw in too. And probably one of the other stream avatar mods. One I've got's just got the Smash stuff. But I'm sure there is more. Yeah, I do know Steve, like all the movie characters got added to Minecraft itself. Like that just happened. Executive. La 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 lava chicken. Steve lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell. Ooh, mamacita, now you're ringing the bell. Crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. Ooh, super spicy, it's a lava attack. Rock sliders or roll out will do a lot of damage. He's flying, so he's weak to rocks. I both love and hate the fact that they had so little confidence in the IP they were adapting, so they just made a shit post instead of a movie. Yeah, that's what I hear, but apparently that's kind of the reason people love it, is because it's just so dumb. It's so perfectly brain rot coded.
It's the first meme movie.
It really is.
Like other movies have been memed. This was the first meme movie.
Yeah. And it worked. Like, it's made stupid money. Besides the room. See, the room wasn't supposed to be a meme, though. I would say he thought, what's his name? Thought.
Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, Tommy Wiseau thought it was a great movie when he was making it. The Room is the best movie ever. It was pretty great.
There's too many sex scenes.
It does have
The
a
thing
whole
is that
too.
that can't be the first meme movie because he didn't make it as a meme. It just got memed. That's the difference.
There's so many movies that have been memed, but the Minecraft movie, the movie itself is a meme. It is just a big shit post, but it worked.
Yeah.
Like it's insanely successful. Dragon Rage, blow him away, annihilate him with your dragonic powers. Oh shit. Damn, that was a strong ass crit. And just surf him to death. you switched them. Oh. Did you actually press to exit?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm pressing anymore. I'm falling asleep a bit. I'm just trying to get through this radio tower. Also, my buttons are kind of close together and a little small. So I do actually often do that little misinput. I'm pressing B instead of A.
You earned my respect, so here's some advice. It's not too late. You can still turn back. You just go back. You just go upstairs. Yeah. And this is the final room. That dude's the last guy. Just gotta take her on first. Remember me from the hideout in Mahogany Town? I lost then, but I won't this time. Yeah, you have to take on the final 2 executives. Why does his overworld sprite wear a hat, but his battle sprite doesn't? It's because he's the executive. All the Team Rocket overworld sprites are the same, but their in-battle sprites are different. I think Jack Black's singing is amazing. I also think Jack Black's singing is amazing. He's weak to Psychic, but you're a bit low level, so I don't know how effective it's going to be. Confusion. What level do you learn your better Psychic move? I know you learn another one soon. 34. So you still have a handful of levels yet. But then you'll learn Psybeam. How did Jack Black manage to become a meme no matter what movie or show he's in? It's just because he is okay with being the butt of a joke. He is totally fine with being made fun of. That's a big part of it. Like, even back when he was in the Sesame Street script about octagons? Yeah, that's true. I always forget about that one. Octagon. Classic internet. A simpler time. Executive is about to use Murkrow. And we forgot about the octagon. Oh man, we forgot about the octagons. Throw it Xavier. I think we have a rock move. Rock throw. Nightshade. I just know about him from the Minecraft movie. He's been known for a while. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, his career started years and years ago. Being popular from his metal band Tenacious D, he's been basically part musician, part comedian ever since.
Emma, you just made me feel so old.
You hit him right in
It's
the
okay,
age.
though. It's not your. You're not. It's not your fault that I was born in the 1900s.
Yeah, Tenacious D formed in 1994. So he's kind of been like known since then.
His band is as old as Lucky Red and 2 years older than me.
Yeah. That's why he can sing and be funny. Yeah, he's been like a comedy musician for so long. And he's always had like an incredible singing voice.
Emma, you know what movie of his you would really love? You would love School of Rock.
Oh, classic.
That's a classic Jack Black film. Also, he's Po from Kung Fu Panda.
He is also Po from the Kung Fu Panda films, which I've not seen the other ones, but 1 is very good, and I hear 2 and 3 are also good. Though I hear 4 is not very good.
Almost cried at the end of 1.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably just spam surf. It'd be just fine. You know one movie of his that's considered pretty bad that I like? He's Po? Yeah, he's Po from the Kung Fu Panda movies. Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. Yeah, can you hear Steve saying skadoosh now?
Yeah, that's him.
What other kid stuff is he in? I feel like he's in at least 1 or 2 other
He's in Ice Age.
like family-friendly things. Who is he in Ice Age?
It's a character named Zeke. I think he's one of the Weasels. Wait, what? He was Po? He is Po. He's been Po in all 4 films, yeah. I'm more surprised you guys are so shocked. It's like so Jack Black. He was in freaking Biodome.
Kids these days don't even know that Steve was Po. That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Of course, Shallow Hal, that was one of his first really big movies.
Fucking Tropic Thunder. Go ahead, watch that one.
Yeah, School of Rock. He makes a cameo in Anchorman. It's great.
Yeah.
Shark Tale is bad. Don't watch that one. But he's in there. Nacho Libre was a big one. I wasn't a fan of that either, but that was a really.
Yeah, I
big
didn't love
one.
Nacho Libre. He was good
But
though.
I'm kids these days. God, Walk Hard's so good. I love that movie. I love that he's uncredited cameo, but like it's just him. It's like it's not like it's hard to tell it's him. Yep, Kung Fu Panda and all the subsequent. The only thing he is in Kung Fu Panda is he is not in the TV show. There's a cartoon for it that aired on like Nick. He was not in that. Someone else voiced Po for that.
Yeah, but they got a guy that does like a perfect Jack Black.
Yeah, the guy they does do a really. Oh, he's in the Jumanji, the recent Jumanji movies too.
Yeah, he was in Jumanji movies with Dwayne The Rock. It
What
was
was
kind
the
of a
movie?
downfall of his career.
It was actually very successful too. It was School of Rock. That was one of his big movies of the early 2000s that most people really fell in love with in hindsight. But
I loved that movie immediately.
I loved it as a kid because I was already a metal fan and nothing I watched referenced metal music.
If you want to watch his most inappropriate movie, it is Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny.
That's very true. Of course, he's Bowser in the Mario movie.
He is Bowser,
Which-
Mario
which
movie
he-
Bowser.
He doesn't really feel like Bowser at all, but he's goddamn funny.
You know what's crazy about the relevance of the Peaches song compared to the relevance of Steve is like actually wild.
Yeah. Peaches, 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 peaches. Don't forget, he's Claptrap in the Borderlands movie.
How could I forget? I feel like there is something I'm forgetting. Like,
He's Bowser? Yeah, just in the animated movie from 2023. Not in the games. That's not him in the video games.
did you ever see Oh fuck! It's a movie where they abduct a girl. Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot about that movie.
Is that it? Did I get their name right?
I've never seen that. Pretty sure he's in it though.
Is that the one where the dudes kidnap the ex-girlfriend to make her fall back in love with the boyfriend?
Oh, he's not in that movie. Maybe it wasn't that one. Maybe Sarah Marshall.
Back to IMDb.
Fuck. Closer Peter Redder is devastated while his girlfriend of 5 years, TV actress Sarah Marshall, dumps him out of the blue. To get over Sarah, he decides to take a trip to Oahu. However, his hopes for a relaxing getaway are ruined when he learns that Sarah and her new boyfriend, British rock star Aldo Snow, are staying at the same resort as him. Rachel Jensen, a hotel concierge, takes pity on Peter's situation and offers him a complimentary suite.
This is not the same movie I'm thinking of.
No, I don't believe it is. I somehow can see Jack Black being cute and swag. That's pretty funny. I know a few people who think Jack Black is good looking. He has that face. He does have the cute face. Now he's all grayed beard. When I was growing up, he didn't have all that.
Y'all want to know an interesting fun fact?
What's that?
Jack Black's mother was pregnant with him, and or even going with him as she was like helping with the fucking moon landing.
She an astronaut or something?
No, she was like a NASA scientist.
Oh.
And she was like in ground control doing like mathematics. It was like her mathematics that helped them like land. It was the craft.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, computer scientist and engineer. Judith Love Cohen. American aerospace engineer. Very crazy.
I'm calling it there. I'm tired.
Alright. Alright. Well then let's do a little raid. So that's what we do. And then and send them our love and support as we do. Oh, they've got a new model. They got a 2D, freaking, Hollow Knight model. That's pretty cool. But as always, everybody, don't forget to stay lucky, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.